once again, here at the Leonardo da Vinci Museum in Milan, and this, for me, is the crown jewel of the exhibition. Many people might disagree, but for me, this is what makes my heart beat. Here is a MACCHI C.205 Veltro, the same model we saw back there. Not the exact same aircraft, but the same model we saw at the Vigna de Vail Museum. But this one here has the paint scheme of the Aeronautical Network. You can see the white cross with the Savoy insignia. And here in Cockpit, this is the insignia of the first Storm Acadia, which means the first fighter wing, 81st Squadron 5th aircraft within the 85th Squadron Mediterranean camouflage pattern with Breda-style smoke effect. And here you can see the Aeronautica MACCHI C.205V from Series 1, including its empty weight there, of 2,337 kg. This plane here, as I already explained in that other video, came armed with two 20mm cannons on the wings and two 12.7mm synchronized machine guns on top of the engine. This allowed Italian pilots to shoot down large four-engine bombers for the first time, to shoot down large four-engine bombers. And now, man, one really interesting thing is that we can climb up here and we can see the cockpit of the plane right up there. This plane here is fully capable of performing maneuvers, really. So I believe that if you do a good job on that Daimler-Benz 605 engine, you know, the Italian version of the Daimler-Benz 605, you'll be able to get this plane to fly. Okay? I'll show you why. Here we're going to count on the help of our two friends here, Parsifal and also Evaldo, who will move the aircraft's control surfaces so we can see it from above. Okay? So you guys are coming up here with me so we can climb this really steep little ladder. And inside there, you'll see the pilot's control stick. Look at the control stick there. See the control stick over there? So look, that's Evaldo moving the elevator. And here, you can see the control moving from side to side. That's because Parsifal is moving the aircraft's aileron. See that? Now let's move it. Look, Evaldo is now moving the rudder, right? Vertical stabilizer. What happens? Look there. You see, look there. Look, the pedals down there. Look, check out the pedals. Do you see the movement of the pedals? Let me get the sun out of your eyes here. Look, the light. Look at the pedals down there, man. And here, look. Look at the cockpit of this machine. Look at the cockpit of this plane. If it weren't for this reflection, man, here, look, up here, it's better, right? Look at that. Look at that. Look at the cockpit of this plane. What a beautiful thing there. Look, the little lever to open and close the window. And here you have the seat, right? It's a pretty big seat because the pilot actually had to sit on top of his own parachute. Okay. And here, look, we have look over here. Where's my finger? The engine power lever, right? The MACCH engine power lever, which unlike the German standards, right, it moved backward instead of forward. So look at this fully restored cockpit of this machine here. There's even a pretty remarkable case where Hans-Joachim Marcelli asked to fly one of these planes, right? Not a MACCHI 205, but a 202, which came right before this model here. And when he flew this plane up in North Africa, when he tried to land, right, he wanted to lower the landing gear, right, on the lever in the position he tried, it was the power lever, which then resulted in the immediate shutdown of the plane's engine and a crash, right? A forced landing without the wheels of the MACCH that Marcelli was flying. He actually died in the cockpit of his Messerschmitt just a few days later. But guys, that's it. This plane here is a marvel of aeronautical history, right? For me, it's one of the most beautiful designs of World War II. And I'll see you, okay? If you want to join us on the next expedition, just click the links in the description. Big hug. Bye.